We're going to go over wagon utilities for Penny. Here we have the electrical box. This is made to store two 25-foot 20 amp cords. They're labeled travel in yellow and home for red. Home is what's going to keep your refrigerator cold and your utility lights on and your water hot so that you can do maintenance and service on it. Inside this bucket is a typical wastewater valve and cap. You always want to have the valve closed and the cap on when you're going down the highway so you don't get a ticket. We have water in there, so I'm not going to do it, but you lift the valve just like a typical wastewater. Back to electrical. There's two ports. For a longer term stay, you can bring your cords up here. Short term, just run them out the side. This is purposely made to have to lift to latch. That way it stays locked during travel. Fresh water. So to fill, we're going to lift this knot and unhook. And then we open that guy up. And this is where your potable water goes. Labels need to stay on for your inspections. This is a vent that lets air in and out. When you're filling, you can fill until water comes out of this vent, and then you'll know that you're full. This is a wastewater tank vent. Keep your tanks as clean as possible, but if there were any aromas, they would be coming from there. Then to put this back on, we're going to hook it, and then we're going to pull this down, and that self cinches. Okay, we will step inside here. We will come under the sink. Gray water, wastewater, same tank, different jurisdictions require it to be called different, so we just put both stickers on. Potable water on the tank, potable water on the tank. There's a valve right here for the fresh water. If you have to do maintenance on the pump, you shut that off, and then you can do your maintenance on the pump. There's an accumulator tank, which keeps your pressure even up above. That's already pre-charged. You shouldn't have to ever do anything with it. For winterization, you're going to want to drain your wastewater, and then you're going to open. Once you're familiar, you can take these tags off. But that's for the cold water system, hot water system. You just turn those on and run the pump dry, and that will pump the water out of your PEX and plumbing. In the far corner there's a 2.5 gallon per hour water heater, tankless, and you can set for how hot you want the water. Oops. Underneath here is a condensate pump for your ice wells. It automatically drains when it gets to a certain level. If you're traveling, it's best to pour some water down your ice well until the pump pumps everything out. If not, you will get some incidental water on the floor, which is not a big deal. We're going to come to the back here. The skirts are magnetic, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull this one off so we get a clearer view. This is just a junction box, labeled as such. These are your LED transformers, and then if you go around the corner, there is a sub panel. Both GFCI breakers, so everything on board is GFCI protected. So if something trips the breaker, this is the first place you want to look. Then you would look at either the house or the generator breaker. These are your LED dimmers. They can be preset, or you can adjust, or they have remotes, and they have a phone app. You can set it up accordingly. Your refrigerator is lashed. This is another dimmer for the outside bar lights. The one on the other side covers the outside bar under lights. The last dimmer is tucked away up here, and that controls top shelf lights and the bar accent lights. Once you get them set to a setting, they can pretty much stay there. These are your light switches. This one is LEDs. Oh, I unplugged this. This one is your 2 utility lights.
The LEDs, when you turn it on, it takes about 5 seconds for the LEDs to blink on.
Right. And I put a dimmer on here, and then I removed it because you want to set different scenes, so that's why they're all local dimmers. This one for your utility lights has the regular slide, so you can brighten or soften those. There's paperwork with which outlets are on which circuit. This could be where a floor heater gets plugged in. Other than that, thanks for watching.